Alright, well, here we go. Day 2. So, last night we did see a lot of deer, and we saw a lot of deer in that area yesterday in general, but we decided to make a move, and we're back to where Steph put that really good stalk on that buck, and it just didn't pan out. So we're going to try to get back up in there and regroup him. So, been a good day though. Got a text this morning. Garrett got a doe down this morning, so it's a good day for the old breed crew. And hopefully we can make it continue the success and get some more deer down on the ground today. But yeah, first deer of the season down for us. Like we've said before, we've been getting our butt kicked, but deer down. Now the momentum can get going. So hopefully some of those positive attitudes carry over today, and we can make it happen. So we're gonna hunt the morning, and then kind of just see where it goes from there. But alright, we got to get going because I made a couple wrong turns and got turned around, and we're running late. So we got to go get up on the mountain.
It just cracked enough daylight to be able to start seeing, and pretty far away. But Steph picked up a buck and a doe. But I sent a buddy up the ridge that we think that we just saw that buck and doe on, so we're texting back and forth trying to get him walking onto him. But from 700 yards away through the binos, he looks big. So we can definitely tell he's a buck. We just can't tell how big of a buck he is. But definitely a nice one. Hopefully more deer up on their feet moving. We can get one a little bit closer.
It could be a couple of bucks then. But I would want to shoot Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, so we got 3 deer in front of us now. And we think it's a buck and 2 does, or it could be a buck, a really small button buck, and then a doe. But they're out here in front of us about 450 yards. But it looks like they could just work this ridge all the way, this finger all the way towards us. And then we got some spots marked out 200. That way we can get a clear shot. But we're just gonna sit and watch them right now. And then if they bed down, we might try to scoot in and get closer to them. But we'll see. It's nice that we have some deer that are closer to us now that we actually can make a play on. We're just gonna sit and watch for a little bit. It's only just after 7, so it's still super early. Things are up on their feet moving around. Good morning. So we have deer spotted on this finger, and then we just spotted a big buck on that finger with a doe and maybe another buck. So we're just gonna slowly start edging our way down and closing the distance on them, because we just don't know which way they're gonna work, or which way they're gonna come up, or if they're gonna just bed down right in that spot. So we want to kind of start to make our way down that way, and then just slowly try to move, pick them up, move, pick them up. So we moved down the hill, and we're sitting on the finger that was just to the right of where we saw the bigger buck, and going to bushes. We're sitting about 350 yards away or so. And we're just watching because we never saw him come out. We never saw him come out, move around the area. From where we saw him go in the big bush. So we made our way down here. We're sitting. We picked up another smaller buck. We don't know if it's legal or not. It might be just a spike. We're trying to see if it does fork or not. But it's in the same general city where we saw the bigger buck. So we're hoping they're in there, or if they continue to work their way back towards us to go bed. So we'll see what happens. The sun's coming up, and so that's wait and see. Well, we just keep moving our way a little bit closer and closer. So we spotted that little buck, and he's in the same little crevice that the bigger we saw it go into. And we haven't seen anything come out yet. So we moved up. We're about 200 to 250 yards depending on where in the crevice. So 200 to the near side, 250 to the far side. So we're just sitting here waiting to see if something's gonna come out of there. We can go. We have all the exit routes covered down low, up above, all sides. So we're just sitting here waiting, seeing if as the sun comes up, it's gonna shift the shadows and they're gonna get up and relocate beds. Hopefully, when they do that, we'll be able to get a shot on them. Whether it's a small buck or the big buck, or hell, even a doe. If she's big enough. It's hard to see where Steph's at, but she's on her hands and knees right in front of me here. I'm guessing it's because she sees the buck down in there. Oh, Steph just texted me. She's in front of me, probably not even 30 yards. Or she can look over the edge a little bit. And she's got the smaller buck bedded, but it definitely forks. And that makes it legal. I told her if she's got a shot, take it. It's laying down. So I don't know if it's covered up by a bunch of brush or something. And she's just gonna have to wait it out. But I'm above her on that figure. So I'm slowly moving behind her. But you can see, I'm sitting down, and this is the stuff that we're in. See, I can't even see once I get down in here. So you can imagine the difficulty she's having trying to get up there and stay low. Be able to see where she can get a shot. She was on her hands and knees crawling and inching forward. I think just trying to see if she can get down on enough angle to get a shot, but still have some clear brush in front of her. We'll see what happens. It's 10-10. I'm praying this works out for her. This is probably the last day she's going to be able to get out. The season ends tomorrow. So she just shot. We'll run up there and see what happened. Oh, I see the buck. Looks like he might have even just went right back down. Oh, there he goes. There goes. Looks like the doe. Maybe the buck. Up on top, babe.
There. That's not him.
That's the doe.
That's the doe.
That doe was too small. I don't want to shoot that one. I would have shot that one. Good job, babe.
It sounded like something tumbled, but it could have been those two going down and then over.
Correct. The buck went that way. No.
I thought something with antlers. I didn't see anything with antlers.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's 4 deer in here. And that was the bigger buck. And you said that you don't think it was the big one that you just shot
but he
at.
had forks.
Yeah. That one definitely was bigger of the two.
No,
And he
was
came
that big.
he came out from up top. Where did you shoot at? What bush did you shoot at? Where's he bedded in?
Middle one.
In the middle section?
Yeah.
Yeah, that buck came out the top end of that.
Yeah, they were walking out of this one that's got like a little cutout hole.
Hmm.
And they were walking and they were starting to walk that way.
How many of them?
I only saw 2.
Okay. You couldn't tell if you really hit him?
No, because they instantly,
Yeah.
I was zoomed in so far that I couldn't get back on him quick enough. and they kind of stopped for a second.
Were they on top of the, over the top of the bushes or the below?
They were right above the bush.
I mean, that bush is only 140. That one
I
that...
was trying to take my time.
No, I mean, you did good, babe. We'll give it a couple minutes here. Let everything kind of settle down. Alright. So we've been sitting here for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Just trying to gather our thoughts and figure out what the hell happened. Because deer ran all over. So we had 2 does come below us. One went up. Another one went down farther, went up. And then a bigger buck went up, straight up from where she had shot from. So we were kind of worried that that might have been it. It went up and over the top. So, but she said it was a smaller buck that she shot at. So we're just trying to come up with a game plan. It's so thick on that hillside over there, we can't really spot it, see if we can see the buck down or not. So I'm gonna drop down and then head over there, get bearing on where it was standing when she shot, and then see if I can start finding blood or anything. And maybe I'll find the buck piled up underneath there. So under a bush or something, might have rolled into. So, because it's a pretty steep hillside over there, as you can see. So I'm gonna go down and then back up the other side. Right about there is where she shot. So I'm gonna start making my way over that way and see what I can see. He's right here. I'm dead serious. He's right here.
Oh my god, I heard something tumble.
He's piled up. Piled up right there. Oh my god, he came down. Unfortunately, all my stuff is up the top again. And I don't even know what would be the best way to get him out of here, because it is not very nice. But probably take some rope, and we're gonna have to heave him up and out over there. So, but all right, first things first, I gotta get her down here and get her tag on it. So, all right, so let's go check him out real quick. Over here. Oh yeah, good fork. Yeah, he's a fork. Yeah, he's a fork by fork. He's a good buck, babe. I wish you guys could see how steep this stuff is. It's pretty steep. So Steph shot him at the top of that one. And that's the bottom. You can see where he piled up. That's the camera, somewhat level. Then he came down. You can kind of see the trail right here. It kind of goes up around that bush right there, but he came barreling down. I'm pretty sure he was dead as soon as she shot. But he was up there probably another 75 yards or so, 50 yards. So it's going to be interesting how we're going to get him out of here. I got a bunch of rope, and I got the sissy sticks so she can row as I pick it up and slide it up the mountain. We can just shimmy him up to the top, and then we get him gutted out and take him on to the game wardens to get him checked in. But it's 11 o'clock. We started this, you can barely see, but up on that mountain, way in the back, up to the top of that top bush is the grass is, if you can get on the other side of these bushes and come down this side, yeah, it looks like there's a shot that come down. But we started up there, shimmied our way down, hitting all these bushes that are in there, just seeing if we could see them. And then finally Steph came over and made that awesome stalk. Yeah. That's 2 deer down for the old brood crew today. Awesome day, awesome day. So it's, yeah, like I said, 11 o'clock. we spotted these deer. Well, we saw the big buck and maybe 2 of the does. We might have saw him too with them at like 7:30, and then we just slowly made our way down. And yeah, she closed in that final distance, got to like 150, 140, and then yeah, made the shot. So awesome.
Ears. And then this one, you can just do what you did with Garrett's, the skull.
Yeah, I'll Euro mount them. Good little last day buck though.
Yeah, this was the side that wasn't facing.
Yeah, this is offside.
I watched you all day, dude.
That's what I was saying. So we spotted these bucks. Well, we spotted the big buck and possibly him at like 7:30.
Yeah.
And you shot him at 10:30.
That's not bad though.
From way up there, we walked all the way down. So.
That's not bad though.
No. But
I'm glad that we moved, or I'm glad I moved, because you could tell that they were starting to move. And we wouldn't have seen them the way that they were bush hopping.
So I'm wondering if they've been in this cut just all day, walking around, feeding and stuff, and just not poking out, you know?
Yeah.
But this area is just covered with beds. And I mean, there's beds all up and down this whole hillside, because it's gonna be shaded. I mean, it's 11:30 and it's still in the shade, you know? So.
I'm just glad he had forks that we were questioning. And they're bigger than I thought they were.
They are
I
bigger.
Thought they were like only like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at least one of them is decent size.
Yeah.
All right, let's try and get.
All right.
Start
Well,
moving.
I'll get your tag, and then I'll go up to the top and get the rope, and we'll start trying to get him up and out of here. So, this is how we've been getting him from down there all the way up there. We got a rope tied around his horns. I heave. She's got this sissy stick.
Oh yeah, here's some blood.
Oh yeah?
Hell yeah.
That's probably where you hit him. There you go. I don't know, whatever way you think is best. Alright, so we got him up out of the bottom there. So before we get him all gutted and taken care of and take him to the check station, I just wanted to kind of recap a little bit. So we spotted this deer along with a bigger buck and maybe a doe at like 7:30 this morning from way up on top of the hill. And we decided we didn't have a lot of time. We were actually supposed to be home right now so we could let the dogs out and stuff, but we didn't have a lot of time to wait. So we made a move, and we just kept slowly moving and hitting the bushes and brush as cover, sit, wait, spot. So we made it down to, I think it was the second stop that we made, and we spotted him feeding. And what this hillside does is a bunch of little like washouts from probably rainstorms and stuff, and it creates like almost like these little creek cutouts, and it's always shaded. We saw him go down in there. Well, we never saw him come out, so we just decided to slowly make our way back, or even closer. So we got to like 225, and we still couldn't just see in the little crevice. So Steph was moving up in front of me, and then I grabbed all the stuff and was coming up behind her. And as I was coming up behind her, she saw the buck laying down, bedded. And so she got down low and just started creeping.
Told you to stop.
She told me to stop, yeah. So I stopped and I sat down, and I was sitting in some thick brush. So I don't even know what happened. I never even get to saw what happened, nothing. But she, just started crawling, got on her hands and knees, pushing the gun up, crawling, pushing the gun up to the edge. And then they had got up, and they were just feeding. So what they're doing is they're getting up, feeding in these brush, and then just bedding down. This whole hillside that she shot them on is just covered in deer beds, deer scat, all up and down the side of it. So yeah, she just laid down, took her time, made a shot, made a good shot. Hit a little bit far back, but I mean, still, it's a good shot. So got probably back end of a lung or liver. I mean, he was dead on his feet. So then he just death runned it down the hill and piled up at the bottom of the bush, about 50 yards below where she shot him from. So.
And I thought I missed.
And she thought she missed because when she shot, one buck came up on top here, but that was the big buck. And then there's 2 does that actually went out the bottom and ran back the way we came. But I mean, we both got a good look at the buck that came up, and it was the bigger of the 2.
But he was still in the bush.
Yeah, and he's still deep in the bushes. She didn't even see him.
No.
So, yeah. So, but she made a good shot and went over. I got over here and went down and saw him piled up, and we took the 45 minutes or so to get him all the way up the hill, and now we're gonna try to drag him a little bit closer to the truck. I want to get away from this spot before I gut him, because in case the deer want to come back in here and bed in here again tomorrow or something. So, just I don't want to taint the area. So, but yeah, good buck. I mean, season ends tomorrow. This was her last day to hunt because we don't have anybody to watch the kids tomorrow. So everybody's got other things to do. So this is her last day, and we passed on some does yesterday, and it's a good thing we did, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Got a bigger buck, so good Southern California deer, that's for sure. But yeah, we're gonna take them back to the truck and get them all taken care of and everything like that. So hey, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, drop a comment, do all the things. It was a good day today. Garrett got a doe this morning. We got the buck this morning, West Coast time, and Garrett's out there this evening and hopefully getting another one down. So, good day, and I'll be back out here tomorrow, so stay tuned, and hopefully I can get a buck. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna come back in the same area, not the same spot, because I don't think that buck will be back here, or those does. But we did see a small buck and a couple does on the next finger over that she actually shot from. So I might walk a different section, being able to keep an eye on this spot too, though, at the same time. And we saw a mondo buck about 4 ridges over. So I might go try to make a play on him tomorrow. But yeah, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.